Our series of 5 costumes that I would want to see from each Bat family member is still going strong for the next Batman Arkham game that has been teased by WB Games Montreal. Now, as people certainly love to point out in every single video, yes, this is assuming it's an Arkham game. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but there's a possibility it would just be a Batman game. I don't know why, but they could. And it's also assuming that these characters will be in that game. But again, from prominent leakers, it is really sort of being pushed that there are a lot of Bat family characters in the game, if not the whole thing. So I think this is a fair list to make, and it is a hypothetical, but I did want to take a look at it. So the first skin that I would want to see for Catwoman is one that I am so surprised we didn't already see, especially with the last game, and that's actually the Anne Hathaway Catwoman from The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Rises is not a lot of people's favorite movie in the Batman movie verses, but I do think that pretty much everybody liked Anne Hathaway in the role, or at least enjoyed her performance. Her costume is really interesting. I always thought it was fun. It's sleek, it's cute, it's sexy. It has that sort of cat burglar look to it, but it also borrows certain things from both games like the Arkham interpretation of it. It's a little more conservative, but sort of on that leather route, while also borrowing certain elements from things like the Julie Newmar Catwoman skin. I was going to say Batwoman. Catwoman outfit from the 1960s show with the mask that's sort of frilly, but covers her face enough, and the ears that are on top of her hair. I think that it's a very unique design of a suit, while also paying homage to a lot of different eras of Catwoman. It also has a really cool looking utility belt around her stomach, and I think that this would fit in well. I was surprised we didn't see it, since we did get that Dark Knight skin from the Christopher Nolan The Dark Knight movie for Batman. So I was surprised that they didn't do that for Catwoman as well, but maybe if the track record rings true, we will hopefully see this in the future. The second suit I wanted to look at is a little bit of a reach for one that would be included, but I think it's one of the more unique Catwoman suits. And that's actually the Earth 2 Comics suit for Selina. This is an interesting Catwoman suit. It's very much sort of like a huntressy look for her. It combines elements of the Huntress outfit, the Batman outfit, and the classic Catwoman. There's sort of a V shape on the chest. It's a little more conservative while also very form-fitting to her and her thighs and her waist. And so it fits like that Catwoman classic dynamic while also adding elements of armor to the arms and hands, and adding an interesting utility belt that's very unique to this version of the character. I think it would fit in well while also sticking out a little bit, and I think that's what would make it unique and a fun inclusion in the next game. The third one I wanted to point out is one that a lot of people forget existed, I think, because it's just such a long time ago. And that's the Golden Age Catwoman. This is sort of where Catwoman's outfits started to get a little more sultry, even though I suppose there was like a version of Selina Kyle, sort of, before she was Catwoman, but this is the proper Catwoman Golden Age. It has a cape, something that is never associated with Catwoman anymore, but would certainly make it a unique skin. It's just sort of a purple dress with a cape and a cat mask. The only thing that really resembles current Catwoman is the mask. It even goes the full 9 yards by having the high heels, the ultra sexualized, I guess at the times, high heels on her. And she had bare legs in this, so this would take a little bit of work, but I don't see it not happening. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. And the reason I say that is we have seen a lot of very unique and different looking skins so far in the Batman games, even ones that go down to the skin of the character, like not the costume, but their actual physical skin. Because you can see that in like Burt Ward's Robin, where it actually is that classic version of Robin. He obviously had the more bare legs than the normal one. So again, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I think it is an interesting and unique outfit, and I would love to see it in the next one to add sort of a classic feel to some of these characters, especially after seeing the very first appearance Batman show up in some of these games more recently. The third one I want to see is sort of, I would say, an awakening for a lot of Catwoman fans, a pivotal moment in the history of the character, and that is the Michelle Pfeiffer skin from Batman Returns, the good old Tim Burton movie that did such a unique and weird Catwoman. There is so much weird about this movie, from obviously Catwoman to Penguin, just everything. But this outfit is really iconic with the character. It's pretty much just a full leather bodysuit. It's stitched together in various ways that sort of add a personality but a Burton-y look to it. It sort of has that Edward Scissorhands vibe to it, just in terms of design, I think, because of this. And it very much fit that era of the Tim Burton Batman. Again, another one I'm surprised we didn't see. They put so much effort into the Batman costumes department of something like Knight. We even saw the Michael Keaton Batman from, Batman 1989, and then he was in this movie as well with a little bit different of an outfit. We saw that outfit in Arkham Knight. So I'm surprised this wasn't there. I think it is unique, has a lot of attitude to it, especially the claws on the fingertips. There's a lot here I love, and I would love to see it in the next game. And finally, the last one I have, there are so many costumes you could pick from for Selina Kyle, and I love a lot of them, but one that I have sort of really come to enjoy in the last couple months is the costume from Batman the Telltale series. It's very cat burglary. I know I've used that a few times as a description, but it very much fits this character. She has the full body leather suit, essentially, but parts of it don't connect, so the mask is sort of a separate piece, and the cat ears are they're more almost fashioned into a helmet design that looks like it would protect her head. Then you have the arm pieces that don't actually connect specifically to the hands. You get to see some of her hair sticking out from the mask, but not enough that it's distracting. And she has a cat-shaped set of goggles, which I think were probably inspired by the Arkham version. I'm not sure about that. And overall, it's just a unique Catwoman skin. It has several belts on it, and then it has a satchel on the back, which I think really matches the attitude and personality of this character. Since she is obviously a cat burglar, she would need somewhere to put the things that she is stealing. I think that stands to reason. So I think this fits the character very well, and I'd love to see it in the upcoming game, whatever that game may be. So these are the 5 skins that I would love to see from Catwoman, but I want to know, what skins would you like to see from Catwoman? Do you have a passion for any of these skins I brought up? Are there any of them you're like, yes, that one specifically? Or are there a bunch that you think I missed? You're like, Jay, you missed this, this, and this. What are you doing with your life? Dude, do some research. Maybe you've got some of those as well, and I'd like to hear that too. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Again, as always, I appreciate all of you. Every single day you are humbling me greatly, and I appreciate it. Thank you, and have a great day.